Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be doing a special collaboration with my friend Rick on some Disney inspired treats and cocktails. So I'm going to share my first recipe, which is going to be the Jack Skellington Oreo cookie treats. And Rick is going to be sharing a special cocktail, a Disney inspired cocktail with you as well. So let me spin the camera around. I'm going to show you the ingredients and what we're going to be doing today, and we'll get this started. Okay, and before I go any further, just let me say that my neighbor has decided to mow his lawn right now, so you might be hearing a little bit of that in the background. But what we're going to need today for the recipe is a Oreo cookie mold. I get this from Sprinkle Pop. I will leave a link, of course, down below so you can, make these at home as well. You're going to need some Oreo cookies. You don't need the whole package unless you want to make the whole package, which I can't say. I would blame you. And the white chocolate candy melts. I guess you could, obviously you can use chocolate, but for my recipe today, I am using the white. And you also need to have some edible, not edible, well, it is edible, but these are baker's markers, so you can draw on your cookie. So like I said, it's going to be Jack Skellington. I'm not really that good at drawing, but I'm going to give it my best shot to try to make Jack Skellington's face on this Oreo cookie. Now, the recipe I am using, this recipe is specifically for making Oreo, what do you call them? Pops. You could put it on a popsicle stick. I'm not going to be doing that today, but you certainly can if you wanted to do it. I will link the recipe for this below. So what we're going to do first, of course, is start melting the chocolate candy melts, and then we were going to go ahead, we're going to fill the molds up, and then we're going to place an Oreo cookie in each of the molds, kind of tap it so it's covered all completely, and then this goes in the refrigerator just for a few minutes to set it, and then we'll pop them out and we will decorate them. Okay, let's get going. So while the chocolate is melting, I thought I would tell you a little bit more about my friend Rick. I know Rick because we are online friends over on Twitter and Instagram, and Rick is just a great guy. I'm going to leave all his contact information down below. You really should go and give him a follow because he always has some great cocktails that he is sharing over on Twitter. You can find him, and his handle name is Sparksbird, and he is just really talented when it comes to creating some really unique type of cocktails. So he will be sharing one of the ones that he made with you at the end of this video, and I hope you really enjoy it. Rick is a really great guy, and thank you so much, Rick, for doing this. I really appreciate it. Okay, so I started melting the chocolate. I am actually melting a little bit more because I don't know if this is going to be enough. But let's go ahead and give it a shot. So you're going to put a little bit in each of the molds. Some of it really didn't smooth out. I don't know. Maybe it needed a little bit longer. I put it in the microwave first, and then once it is somewhat melted, then I go ahead and put that on the stove and melt it a little bit more. I'm going to go back and put a little bit more. I'm trying to remember how much you need to use in these, but I think they say 1/3. Fill it 1/3, so let's see. I'm going to clean up the edges, and in a few minutes. I just want to get these going so I can get the Oreos in. Maybe a little bit more in this one. Okay. I'm just going to tap it out a little bit. I don't like this. It looks like this has a little piece that did not melt. Okay. All right, so now we're going to go ahead. Now, Sprinkle Pop recommends that you use the double stuffed Oreos. I'm just going to use a regular Oreo. We're going to just go place that down in there. But the double stuff sounds good too. My microwave is talking to me. Okay. So I'm going to put a little bit more over each one. And maybe I should have. Thank God I did do the rest of them. So they're all filled. They look okay. Hopefully they will be completely covered when we take them out. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the refrigerator, and then I will show you what they look like when they come out. Okay, my friends, I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. So I already popped them out of the mold. Some of them came out really, really nice, but some of them are still showing the top of the Oreo a little bit. Which isn't a big deal, but I'm going to go ahead and make another batch, and then I will share with you how we're going to decorate them. Okay, I forgot to turn the camera on when I did the last set, so I wanted to do this set so you can see how they pop out, and watch they don't pop out. Now here we go. Pretty good. This set is better, I think. I hope, anyway. Actually, I can see. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I have these black markers. I got this all over. And I'm going to draw the Jack Skellington face on each of these. Hopefully it works. I've never used these markers before, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, my friends. I am back, and I'm saying I am back because this is actually being filmed a couple days later. I did not like the way the marker that I was using for the cookies, it just wasn't working, and I wanted to find something better. So I think I did a couple practices on a few of the cookies, and I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to show you how I drew the Jack Skellington faces on the cookies. Okay, so this is one of them. The mess on the back of this cookie was the old marker, but I think this one is working better. I also have another one that I did as well. And they're not, not the same, exactly the same, not perfect, but I think this is more what I was looking for. The other, the other marker just was not smooth enough. It wasn't letting me fill in, and I don't understand, what exactly happened, but anyway, let me show you how we draw these on here. Okay, so these are the ones that I have done so far, and I'm just going to go ahead and keep doing them. Some of them came out better than the other ones. I don't know. There must be some kind of trick with this marker, but I'm going to just keep on going, and then I will show you what they look like at the end. I'm going to try something else. I had black icing. So let's try and do the icing instead of the marker. Oh, I think this might be the way to go. It's a little harder to work with, but it is working. Oh yeah. Much better. All right, let me speed this up and I'll show you how they look when they're all done. I did it. I can't believe it. I actually did it. Not bad. Not bad at all. Much better with the icing. What I did was I took the ones that I did try to draw on and I just traced them. Some of them are not perfect, obviously, but I think it kind of gives them a cool look that they're not perfect. I mean, I don't know, kind of different. I think they came out good. I have to say, much better with the icing, the black icing, rather than using the pens. I don't know, I'm sure that those pens are fine, and I'm sure it's just me, but I do like the way they came out. I think that they're really cute. What I'm going to do is let them set for a while. Since I did use icing, I don't want it to, I mean, there are some spots on the cookies that are a little bit messy. I did the best I could, but I'm really happy with the way they turned out. Oh boy, I think I'm gonna skip Halloween next year. I'm gonna stick to the my Disney Christmas Bakemas because I do better. Last year I had trouble with those Mickey Mouse pumpkins. So it wasn't icing, it was writing gel, and this one is by what, Betty Crocker? Yes, Betty Crocker. So I'm gonna pick up a few more of these. They had them in red and green and white and black. Of course, I'm gonna get some for Christmas because I like the way these worked. They worked much better. So there you go. Okay, my friends, that's it for my portion of today's video. I am gonna go ahead and now introduce you to Rick, and he's gonna show you how he made his Disney themed Halloween cocktail. Enjoy.
Hey, this is Rick Mussellman, also known as Trader Rick, or your friendly neighborhood tiki bartender. And it's a pleasure to be here today for my friend Joann for her YouTube channel and to help her out. If you don't follow Joann, Lovealwaysjoann.com. Great YouTube channel to follow, and she's a great person as well. And today she asked me to help out so we could do something fun for Halloween, which is one of my favorite holidays. And if you're a fan of Halloween like I am, you're probably also a fan of Nightmare Before Christmas. So for today, we're going to be doing a drink that focuses a little bit on Nightmare Before Christmas and one of my favorite characters, the Oogie Boogie Man. So today's drink is actually called Oogie Boogie Juice. To begin with here today, show you what we've got here for alcohol-wise and what our ingredients are for this drink. I'm going to be using a little bit of Plantation Isle of Fiji rum. Plantation has a wide variety of rums, so really a lighter type rum or a mid-type rum would work perfect for this drink. The one thing I wanted to use today is a white rum or a silver rum. So I'm using some Castillo, which is a Puerto Rican rum, which is very nice. And then since we are talking about Oogie Boogie, we're going to make this drink green today. To do that, we need a little bit of sourness just like him. So what we're going to be using today is a little bit of sour apple schnapps. And then to finish it off, to give it that right color of green, we're going to be using a little bit of blue curaçao. So to start out with here today, we're going to measure out our ingredients into my shaker. I'm going to start with the rum. And we're going to be measuring out about an ounce of rum, of your golden rum. So, ounce of white rum, or in this case silver rum. Now, since this is going to be a sour apple flavored drink, we're actually going to go ahead and use an ounce and a half of our sour apple schnapps. Now, for the curaçao, we don't need a lot. We're just using it for color. So we're just going to put a splash. There we go. Now, in addition to this, to give it just that little bit of bite, we are also going to be using an ounce of ginger syrup. Ginger syrup is just simply a simple syrup with some ginger added to it. So you can make this yourself. It's pretty simple. So pour this out. We're going to go with an ounce of that to reflect that bite that Oogie Boogie has. So last ingredient in this is going to be some apple juice. You can use any kind of apple juice you want, whatever works for you. And I'm going to measure out for this. We're going to start with 3 ounces of apple juice, and then we'll top it off with a little bit more and a little bit here. So there we have it. So now we put this in the shaker. Let's shake it up. Doesn't need much, just enough to mix it. Okay. Now, for a glass for Oogie Boogie, we had to go with something short and stout. This one's perfect because, of course, it's got bugs on it for him. So we're going to pour it in. Look at that lovely color of green. Now, we're going to top this off with ice. We've got plenty of ice to add to it. Serve this drink nice and cold. There we go. Now we're going to top it off with just a little bit more apple juice. Give it that sour apple taste and flavor. So there you go. So now, to finish things off here, we got to garnish this drink to make it Oogie Boogie. So what we're going to use is, for today, the perfect garnish for Oogie Boogie, of course, is going to be a gummy worm. So what I got here is I actually got a couple of them already set. So we're going to put a couple of gummy worms in here. And a little extra note on this, if you want an extra little punch in this drink, one thing you could add as well is boozy gummy worms. That actually is a thing. If you buy the Haribo brand of gummy worm and add a little bit of vodka to it, what you can do is let it sit, possibly overnight, and by morning you're going to have boozy gummy worms. And for the vodka, I wouldn't go cheap on the vodka. I'd use something a little bit more high-end. Otherwise, your gummy worms are probably going to disappear overnight. So let's go ahead and garnish this. Stick this down in here. And of course, our Halloween straw. And there you have it, a drink that's fitting for Oogie Boogie. Cheers and happy Halloween.
Okay, my friends, that is it for today. I hope that you've enjoyed this Disney-inspired Halloween treat. I want to thank Rick so much for taking the time to make the cocktail, record himself, get it over to me, and have me share it with you today. I want to know if you make any of these treats or if you make any of Rick's cocktails. All of the ingredients, directions, everything will be below, as well as Rick's social media contact information. Please go and give him a follow. He's a great guy. He always has great cocktails. I'm pretty sure he does it weekly on Fridays. His tiki bar is always open for you. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Take a moment to subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope you have a great day and a great Halloween. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.